This is a quite beautiful design.
Yes. So you see, as different from many aircraft, they have two small girder wings in front.
Two small girder wings.
Yeah.
What is designed for? It looks very peculiar.
Yeah, it's for the control of. We said the fighter jet has high maneuverability, and that's the because in the air you have to control the airflows, and this controls the airflow.
It is movable.
Yeah, it is movable. It can move. Yes, of course. The pilots actually depends on how when take off, when take these loops or rotates, and that's a key element.
With this girdle, that you can control the airplane better.
Yes, of course.
We were told that when the fighter pilots were doing some stunts, like a big loop or tumble over his tail, the pilots himself can experience some several G weight on their own body, which is very challenging.
Yes, because the sort of acceleration on the body has to always very big. So the pilot is trained in this way. For a fighter jet pilot, they actually there's a very high.
So it takes a lot more than a civil pilot, because it's more challenging and do a lot of dangerous stuff.
Yes, because a lot of accelerations in the civil jet, you are not allowed to accelerate, take complicated moves.
I think this is one of the purposes for aerobatic show. Is it the aerobatic show to test the performances of the aircraft as well as the pilot?
Yeah, it needs the very good coordination of the pilot. The pilot has to know the aircraft very well.
You don't do so many movements in a single stretch of time, like an air show.
In fact, also the pilot, the flight, many of the performances of the aircraft, you design on certain standard technology, but the actual performance of the jet is sometimes tested by the pilots. The pilots if he can sometimes do a complicated movement, it shows that the aircraft can do it.
Let's look at the nozzle at the end. We were told that to have some better maneuverability, you have to have some vectoring.
Yes.
Is this important for an airplane?
Oh yeah, that's important for the advanced fighter jet, because the jet, coming out of the nozzle, if you can change the direction, it means you can.
What you now see is JF-17 Thunder airplanes taking off.
Yes.
It's the Xiaolong fighter jets we are talking about.
Very nice. Oh, very good takeoff.
Yeah, it's beautiful taking off from the tarmac. You mentioned that the vectoring is to have better maneuverability, so that the nozzle can change its direction.
Change direction, so it change the so make the aircraft turn faster, or because in the air, how you make the turn. Usually for the civil aircraft, you turn with the.
And why is it important for an airplane to have a sudden turn of direction?
For the fighter jet, you are supposed to have fight in the air, so you have to sort of have a
and it has to be sudden and fast.
Yes, and also not. Well, actually nowadays there are many to fight in the air, not like
the dogfights. The dogfights are not as usual as
not in the old days. But now again. For instance, you need that sudden movement to for instance, to avoid missiles.
Like what we are seeing now, it's doing a circular, it's doing a rotation, flying.